Hey, what up guys, and welcome back to the 7th Q&A session here with me, Diplex, where I will be answering your questions asked to me over Facebook. So, if you want to be part of this, I don't know, fucking orgy of questions, head over to Facebook, like my page, and stay tuned for an update. So, before we begin, I do want to update you guys on my Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play and my Omerta City of Gangsters Let's Play. So, I'll begin with the last one. Omerta City of Gangsters. I accidentally fucked up when I was recording yesterday. I was going to upload 2 videos today of that, just that. And turns out I recorded it in half size. And I saved when I was done, so you've effectively missed out on 2 missions. But I'm pretty sure that they're both part of the demo. So, nothing major, just basic tutorial stuff still. They're just teaching me how to set up my racketeering businesses and all that stuff. And I think that I'm getting into the real deal now. So, having that said, let's jump on to Hearts of Iron 3. My Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice Let's Play will not continue. The game literally isn't working anymore, so I can't do much about it. And I will, however, do either an Australian or Swedish Let's Play, which is gonna be in a tutorial kind of style. People want to know how to play the game, and I am intending to teach them. So, having that said, I think we're gonna jump straight into the questions. Alright? Let's go. Alright guys, so let's get to it straight away. We have around 100 questions, and they all need to be answered. And you all know that I like to give out very long and elaborated answers, but I'm gonna try and not do that this very time, because I'm a bit cold. But nonetheless, let's get started straight away. Reagan Jones, what's your favorite game/mod? I have a top 5 list. I don't really have it like a favorite game or a favorite mod. In that list, I would have to put Battlefield 2, Empire Total War, Hearts of Iron 3, Mountain Blade Warband, and Men of War. They're all good games. They're all very unique in their own way, and they're insanely fun. Obviously, there are games that have come after them that sort of removes their uniqueness. But at their time and release, amazing games and very new thinking. Of course, Men of War is part of a series with many predecessors, but it was all made by the same company, so I think you can credit them for their uniqueness. That would have to be that. I hope that answers your question. On the mod side, probably Darth Mod and Totaler Krieg and Mountain Musket. Very good mods, and all for the games I have on the list there. Project Reality also really good mod for Battlefield 2. See, now I'm giving out very long and elaborated answers, but I was gonna try and not do it. But anyways, if it's gonna be a minute for every question, then we'll be here for 100 minutes, so it's okay. Next one, Bill Gill. Do you watch soccer, football? If so, which team do you support? I only support Sweden in a soccer fight or duel, or whatever you're gonna call it, or a game rather said. I don't really watch any of those like Premier Leagues or Champion Leagues or anything like that, so it's not my thing really. But if it's football in Sweden's on, I'm watching and I'm going for Sweden. That's sure as hell. Samuel Fry, where have you been in America and where would you like to go? Where I would like to go within America? Well, I've been in New York twice, and I've been in Allentown, which is like an hour drive west of New York. I think it's in the New York State. And I've done that. It was really cool, really good and enjoyable experience. And I think that I would like to see the South and the West. I have relatives in Seattle, which would be cool to meet and see. Ruth Edwards, have you ever been to Britain? If not, why not? I've never been to Britain. I've passed over Britain, obviously, when I'm flying west, but I haven't been there. Actually, I haven't set foot in England, Wales, or Scotland or anything like that. But I'm going to London with my school this April, I think. So yeah, I will be then. There's no reason why I haven't been there. I just simply haven't been there. Paul Edward Davidson, is your city a nice place to visit? Could you suggest sites to visit? And how much do you even lift? My city is a nice place to visit. Stockholm is a very nice place to visit. It wasn't bombed during World War II, so it's one of those European cities that have this really old architecture and many old nice landmarks that are awesome to visit. So Stockholm is definitely a place to visit in the right season. It's a very beautiful, very, very beautiful city. But I don't really know any like special places to visit. I mean, I live in the center of it, so it's all too casual for me after, I've lived there for like 18 years now, 17 years. So, yeah. And how much I even lift, I don't even know. I don't even keep count of that. James Allen, awesome. Keep up the good work. All right, it's not a question, but thanks. Connor Forbes, I hope you're not cold anymore. Well, a bit. And what's the best game in Total War? My favorite Total War game must be Empire Total War due to its colossal size and just, it's so big, you can do anything in it. And it's just almost my favorite time zone. If there was a Total War that took place from like 1790 to 1820, you could then like live out the War of 1812 in the Americas, and you could like live out like the minor colonization and fighting in India and all that. That would be so cool. I think the Indian Rebellion it wasn't after it, but there were some uprisings. I think I watched Sharp, and he was there at the time. There was at least some troubles which you could probably include in a Total War game at the time, and it would just be really cool if they remade in that Volume 1. But then again, they've already done one, and I don't think they're going to be revisiting until they've done a third or second game of every one that they have on the list this far. Milos Vukutik, I did not ask in PM. I did ask in PM, and you didn't answer me. No, I answer only questions on Facebook, so if you want to take part of a session, like the page, and answer me, or ask me, rather said, whenever I put up an announcement. Ash Aguila, is there any way you can play as the Philippines in Hearts of Iron 3? If so, can you make it as a future Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play? I'm either going to be playing as Australia and Sweden in my next and possibly last one for a while. And you can play the Philippines, you can play as the Philippines, you can play as any country that was formed or established at the time. Aiden Lafave, will you make a Rome Total War? Oh, and give Canada a shout out, please. Yeah, shout out to Canada. And I will make a Rome 1 Total War Let's Play using a mod fairly soon before the release of Rome 2 to get in the mood of it, Paul Edward Davidson, shout out to Newcastle upon Tyne. Yeah, shout out to Newcastle. Evan Ward, 2 questions. 1, do you know Robos? 2, why do you call yourself Diplex? Yes, I know Robos, actually. I've spoken with him a few times. We don't exactly cover the same games, but we're 2 fairly large YouTubers. I mean, he's a lot bigger than I, but both are fairly big on YouTube, and so naturally we would connect with each other. I call myself Diplex. Well, I just call myself Diplex. I don't know, it's an anagram. DiplexHeated HD, not HD, but DiplexHeated is an anagram of another, not really YouTuber, but a person that I used to watch so much before. But he doesn't really do YouTube. He works with a channel that does YouTube. So, well, I'll let you guess on that one. Chris Ennis, who would win in a fight between Russia and USA? And what would you do if you had the control over one of the country, and which one? I presume that if I had the control over a country, and this is unrelated to the actual war that we're apparently in, I think I can't go into like details with this. I'm gonna stay fairly neutral, but I'll have my voice and opinion on certain things like this. But if I'm gonna be honest, I think America would win by just judging by their statistics. They have more tanks, more aircrafts, more personnel, etc., etc. They would simply be more fit for a fight. But then again, you never know. With war, anything could happen. I mean, things have been turned around miraculously before, and you never know what could happen. But it depends on who would step in on whose side in the end as well. If it was a single war, probably America, but then if China joined in, I think it'd be harder. But then again, I think other countries would join in on the US side as well, so I guess it's kind of gonna erupt into another world war, which I hope it doesn't. I'd control America, and I don't know what I'd do with it really if I had it. I'd probably like do a big southern conquest and just take everything and form like the great empire of America, stretching from the south to north. That'd be cool. Joshua Black, in 2014, Scotland will have a referendum on independence. Do you think Scotland should be independent, and why? I don't think I'm not gonna have my say on this because I'm not Scottish, I'm not English, I'm not from that or from there anyway. So, well, if Scotland does get its independence, I hope it joins Scandinavia. That'd be cool. No, but seriously, no, I'm not gonna say anything on that actually. I guess it would be cool, but if people don't want it, I mean, that's up to every individual there. Some people want it, some people don't want it. I'm not gonna have a say on that. Andrew Workington, would you play American Conquest? Maybe I will. It's a bit hard to get working with Windows 7 and like, today's graphics card and everything. It's not the easiest, but I'll do my best. Kyle York, Titzer Boutte. I'm gonna have to have a split sort of opinion on that, and say both. Tyler Ledoux, or I hope that said that right. Ledoux. I don't know. Ledoux, Ledoux. Are you going to do a Victoria 2 Let's Play? Yeah, I probably will. There's a new expansion coming out soon called Heart of the Darkness. I might actually cover one with that expansion. Rhys Edwards, what's your idea of a perfect game? For instance, if a company had billions of pounds, what game would you want them to make? Now, Edwards, billions of pounds. No game would ever demand billions of pounds to be created. It's all in the millions, not billions. Billions is 1,000. 1 billion is 1,000 millions. If you had 1,000 million pounds, you wouldn't you wouldn't make a game if you had that money. You'd like say, fuck this, I'm buying my own island in the middle of the Pacific that has like 1 million square miles. Like, fuck this. No, but you understand what I mean. Like, you wouldn't need that kind of money. But still, what my idea of a perfect game would be, I don't know. There's so many good games. I'd like to see a game that's all about like establishing a civilization and building, kind of like Civ 5, but with just way better interface and all, graphics and all. Like, and it's not actually gonna work the same way. I'm actually gonna get it in depth with this one. You start off somewhere, and you walk around the map, and it's the world map. And you're like, if you start off in like the, I don't know, 1700s, you obviously have Europe, but you can't see Europe. You're in Americas, let's say that. And you've got a really gigantic map to walk around on. A gigantic map. And it kind of like works like Total War. You can go places and you can settle. It costs money and some materials, but you'll settle there and then you can go into that place, double click it or something, and you can upgrade the town inside in like a 3D, really well made game world sort of inside of it, You got woods and everything, can establish people. So it's kind of like a mix Empire Total War with a regular classic RTS. Would be kind of cool. And then you can have armies and fight in other battles and stuff like that, and establish more things. Like a colonial thing. I think that'd be cool. There goes the phone. I will be right back. But next question is going to be by Frederick Mark. I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so that's been dealt with. Frederick Mark. Whereabouts in Sweden do you live? I live in Stockholm. And will you be doing a Let's Play with Victoria 2 anytime soon? I already answered that. Yes, I live in Stockholm. That's the central part of Sweden. Kyla Miku Juno Mikrai. What's your dream job when you were a child? And can you give out a shout out to Evolve Team Gaming? Yeah, sure. Evolve Team Gaming, shout out. What my dream job was, I don't know. I was probably thinking of like becoming a cop or something. I don't know. You wanted to become like a fireman or cop or something. Because it's, like typical kid job. I mean, I'm not saying that people that are today are kids, but it was kind of the thing you always wanted to be. You weren't thinking of being like, oh, I wanted to be an accountant or a banker or something like that when you were a little kid. I mean, I guess some were, but not the most. I actually can't even fucking remember that. So, Adam Abji, do you fight for your right to party? I don't exactly know for my right to party. I mean, I'm 18 and there's not like a law in Sweden that says you can't party. But if it was illegal to party, I guess it would kind of create a big uprising. Kaelan Poston, what PC do you use and would you recommend people to get? Right, it wasn't fully. I use a custom-made PC, and there's some specs in the channel. It's not actually a PC that you can just buy, but you can get the same parts and build it yourself. Yeah, kind of. But that's kind of what you can do. I'm gonna actually start a PC company that's gonna sell PCs soon and build, but that's gonna just be in Scandinavia for now. I might expand, we'll see, but I'll bring you guys more info on that later. Brian Welch, when are you gonna do a Union ACW campaign? Probably later this spring when I get the time. I need to reinstall it. We need to get rid of my other campaign first before I can continue that, but you'll probably see one coming up soon. If you do another 10 times speed video, can you do the one with Russia? Yeah, I can definitely do one with Russia. Daniel Couchman, do you intend to record with Malekith? I actually do. We're probably going to do some grand strategy games in the future with each other, which would be interesting. Kim Nielsen Sagi, I want the big Q. What happened in the 77Y? Why and what? Because Malekith won't tell anything. The reason why Malekith isn't probably speaking about it is because it's just generally nothing that important, to be honest. And what happened was I simply grew bored of it, like many others do and did. Like, and not only of 77Y, people leave regiments and join regiments all the time. So I left, and a few people left with me, which probably did upset quite a lot, which I can understand. But we started our own stuff and ran with that. So it's simple as. Malekith didn't really care, to be honest. Like, it's a game. It's nothing that serious. He's a very mature and good person. So, you know, there's not a big deal with it. And we still play and talk. So, yeah. Anyways, but you know, it's nothing major really. I mean, a lot of people got upset because they liked when I was there, so it generally turns into being mad, but I can understand. Connor Regan, have you ever been to see AIK Stockholm? No, I don't watch any of those things, so I haven't actually been to see AIK play in Stockholm. Corey Staten, any more Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Plays? Yep, they're coming your way. Nathan William Black, if you could live in any time period, past or future, when would it be? Also, what do you think of Scottish independence? I've already answered the Scottish independence question, but time period, I'd probably live like during the Napoleonic Wars in like the UK or something, and then I'd just pay for a commission for like an officer of some cool regiment and be like, awesome, get shot in battle, because damn, officers dropped like crazy. Isaac McCormick, how excited are you for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord? And assuming the same factions are in it, who are you going to go with first? I don't know, I've never been a fan of Native, but Nords, I like Nords a lot. They're kind of cool. I like their armor. I also like Swadians a lot. They're also very cool. And I'm not very excited for Mountain Blade 2, to be honest. Paul Galenko, will you do a massive Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion multiplayer battle with other YouTubers? Maybe not. I mean, we'll see. I can't really make a judgment on that straight away. But I might not. We'll find out. Miles Selig, your game of the year 2012. Story of the year 2012. Max Payne 3. I really liked it. It was really good. It was kind of like this classical thriller thing, and I just really liked it. So. Let's move on to the next one. Rhett Waller, what factions will you play as for your Let's Play of Rome 2 when it comes out? And will you do another Vanilla Shogun 2 Let's Play in the future? Also, will you speak more Swedish in your videos? It's a very cool language. Whenever I can like include Swedish, I'll do that. It doesn't have to be too understandable, but we'll see. Another Shogun 2 Vanilla Let's Play? Probably not. Factions for Rome 2? Probably like 3 at the same time. As soon as that get out, I'm going to be on it straight away. And I'm like, I do first one, second one, third one. Just get on it straight away. King Theoden, do you watch Game of Thrones? And also, are you going to do a Let's Play on the new SimCity when it comes out? Yes. Grant Olson, other than yourself, who's your favorite YouTubers? Favorite YouTubers? I have a lot of people. Once again, I can't really like name a favorite YouTubers because I have so many. But I generally the people I have in my sub box, I watch them and I'm subscribed to them as well. Spencer King, will you play Silent Hunter 5? Maybe. Well, you never know. I might actually jump on Silent Hunter. It's a very cool game, but I'll have to slowly sort of like get people in that direction before I jump on that stuff. Stanley Leonard Tang, how many times do you poop a week? I don't know. I don't keep a track on that. Like 3 times maybe. I don't know. Tree Thien Tran, do you listen to epic music? And what song and band do you like the most? When it comes to epic music, 2 Steps from Hell does the best epic music. Definitely. And Invisible. Or Invincible, that's what it's called, not Invisible. Invincible's one of the best they have. Jetmir Salahu, Diplex, how do you like Finnish people? I like them rare. And how awesome are you? You're awesome. How do I like Finnish people? I like them medium rare, a bit bloody. I'm joking. Yeah, I don't mind Finnish people, they're cool. Tom Foxy, do you miss 2620? Of course you do, yeah. I haven't spoken to you guys in a while. Luca D'Addario. Diplex, can you do a big multiplayer Hearts Around 3 campaign? It's hard to organize it and get everyone's checksum correct, but I might give it a shot. Ben Pug, or Pug. Here's a did you know fact. Australians' internet is slower than South Africa internet. Alright. Will you ever do an Australian Hearts Around 3 campaign? Yeah, I'm actually planning to do that. Gabriel Hallin. What's your political opinion in Sweden? Socialist, moderat, communist, extremhöger, etc. I think I'd have to be centralized. I'm fairly centralized. I don't spend that much time on politics, but then again, I don't know. I'm a bit more on the right than left, so I'd say I'm like a 58, 42 or something like that, if that makes sense. Kind of like centralized. And if you're Swedish, you'd know what a moderat / centralized person is. But then again, Centerpartiet in Sweden is fucked up. Whoever leads it, this girl, messed up and got lots of critic for it. But, so I'm not going to say I'm center party. But sort of liberal, moderat kind of, I don't know. In the center. Neutral as fuck. Yuki Olsson. Why are you not uploading Men Blade Warband and Poké Wars video more? I kind of miss them. I actually do. I just need good footage. It's all about good footage. Yeah. So, I'll have to look into that and see if I can get some more videos up. Milan van Davide asks what the music in one of the videos he linked is. That's actually from the Holy Grail. So if you, Google Holy Grail, you'll get some good footage. Or Holy Grail theme song. It'll be there. I don't know what it's actually called. I just did the same. Paul Thelwell. If you had to pick a great leader of a country or a general, who would it be and why? Great leader. Talking about great leaders, Hitler managed to get his whole nation into total war himself, with the help of propaganda, with the help of a broken country after World War I and depression. So he himself, yeah, a great leader, obviously. But I'm gonna go with someone that I'm actually liking more, and that would have to probably be Napoleon. He's a great leader. I think he's a good guy, and I've gone through this a million times. Somewhat distantly related to him because my half-fathers, which is together with my mom, which kind of makes them related to me, or him related to me since they're sort of married, and then they what's it called? They have his grandmother was the daughter of King Oscar II. Or one of his daughters. He had many, so it's nothing that led her to the throne or anything like that. And that's how they are somehow related to Napoleon, because Bonaparte and all that. Lots of Swedish relatives. Anyways, Thomas Westholm. Could you play and make a Let's Play of Black and White 2? I think you're going to like it. Yes, I played it. And do you know of a website called Listverse? It has fun lists of historical things and a lot of different things. I'll actually check that out. And I might make a Let's Play of Black and White 2. It's kind of this fairly old game by now, but yeah, it might actually be good. I'll have to check into it. But I've played it, of course, so I know it's good, but if I make a Let's Play or not, I can't really decide on that. I have so many things to do right now. Ismael Beltran. Would you consider playing with 2620? And how about a Rome Total War 2 Let's Play? Of course I'm going to make a Rome Total War 2 Let's Play. And yeah, I could definitely play with the 2620 if they're up for something. Martin Moen Karstensen. What are your thoughts on Norway, Sweden on sports? Zlatan versus Northug. If you watch any sports, that is. I don't watch many sports, or that much sports. But Zlatan, I know he's an amazing goaler, he's a cool guy. But Northug, I have no idea who Northug is, so I'm just going to presume that Zlatan is better. Matik Ninin. What do you think about Swedish power metal band Sabaton? If you don't know who they are, you should probably listen to them. I know who they are. I have listened to them once or twice, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a very big fan of power metal itself, but I definitely know who they are. I don't what I think of them. I'd have to listen to them more to give my actual opinion on them. Jason McNicholas. What's your favorite game developer and why? Paradox and Flying Squirrel Entertainment are probably my favorites because they do the kind of games I love. That's why. Alex Pingvini. What's your favorite genre of music and why? Here's another one where I have a top 5, like metal, rock, classic. I don't know. I'm so split on that. Actually, I don't have a favorite one. If you go through my Spotify like we did last time, I have all kinds of musics in every single genre. When I go to my radio, when it finds what I should listen to, it lists like everything from pop, heavy metal, club house, blues, like it's everything. So yeah, I guess I can't really answer that. Gabriel Halin, have you ever thought of starting making vlogs? I have. He meant daily. Oh, so daily vlogs? Probably not. Sean Douglas, do you like football? If so, what team? I didn't watch American football, and I didn't watch the Super Bowl last night, so I don't know. Some random red eagle, blue fang, shark, talon killers. I don't know. They have so many weird names. But no, I don't watch football. Kier Bainham, what music do you listen to? Already answered. Samuel Fry. Whoa, Samuel Fry has the next like 50 questions. So I guess I'll pick a few of these. Patton versus Rommel, who wins and how? Rommel wins with his Africa core. Why? I don't know. I just think he'd win. Depends on where they'd be, though. In Europe, and if he was actually given command of them there, I reckon Rommel could do some crazy shit. Then we have a few other questions here that I can't really answer. How is the Swedish school system different from the American school system? You want to ask me questions. You don't want to ask me questions that you can find online. You want to ask questions about me. So, well, I guess I can answer that. We actually get money for going to school every month, which is quite nice. Called studiebidrag. Do you plan on going to college after high school? That's a good question. I actually do, but I need to finish up my stuff, then take a break for like a year, and then go out. Do you think America should cut their defense budget? Maybe. If they're lacking in other areas, I reckon they could send a few billions there, seeing as they spend like $700 billion every year on it, which is insane. How did you and Spears meet? He met me through 77Y. He joined because he'd seen the videos of me, and then that's how we met. What is your favorite book? My favorite book must be Metro 2033. Since having played the game, I really like the book as well. Do you think Prussia should be a country again? If so, how would they do it? Same for Yugoslavia. I think it'd be hard for Prussia to reform, since they would have to snatch parts of Poland. I think it would be very hard. I think it would be entirely impossible. And Yugoslavia, well, they'd have to get everyone in the area to agree on it and then to form a single pact. But I think there's too many troublesome leaders down there that would just cause more civil wars, like there's been for a long time during the 1900s. What keyboard do we have by Rhys Edwards here? I have a Lycosa, Racer Lycosa. Works fairly good. The good thing is I can have like really sticky hands, and like from eating and all, and like I can touch the keys and it just kind of melts in with the keys. It doesn't make them sticky afterwards. It's cool. I really like it. What country do you think is technically the fourth Rome? Well, either China or America, seeing as they dominate many big markets and they have a very big army, etc. But there's no country today that has like a really big sort of... Well, it's all about influential power, really. And but I think China is going to become this and that, to be honest, since its market is just rising and climbing. What is the hardest language to learn, in your opinion? Probably Mandarin or Chinese or whatever you want to call it. I just think it would be extremely hard to fully embrace it as a European. The Foreign Legion versus the Green Berets, who would win? Probably the Foreign Legion. We got more questions here. What does Swedish chocolate taste like? You should try and get Marabou by, I think it's like by Kraft Foods. So it should be, you should be able to get it in America as well, somehow. It tastes pretty good. It's not too sweet. It's kind of got this like, it's actually really good chocolate, actually. I never thought of it. Some questions by other people here. Ludvig Saul Sorensen, Norway or Denmark from Swedish view? I understand Norwegians better than I understand Danish people. But then I like Denmark as well. I like both, all of my Scandinavian neighbors. Chase Disholm, will you do an East versus West Let's Play? If so, what country will you play for? I will definitely do an East versus West. That country I'll definitely play as America, I think, so I can get myself involved in Vietnam and like do cool fighting and shit like that. See where I can get with it. Samuel Fry again. What is the legal age to drive in Sweden? I think it's 18. Are there any watermelons in Sweden? Yeah, of course. Are you amazed that I still have questions? Yeah, I actually am. What is your favorite? Will you ever come to Minnesota, USA? Well, maybe if I get the time. What fast food place has the best fries in your opinion? Well, we really only have like McDonald's and Max, it's called, which is Swedish, and Burger King, which sell like burger fries. I kind of like McDonald's fries, to be honest. Actually, they're quite good. Actually, I'm gonna give them credits on that, as long as they're newly made. How do you think World War III will start? When, why, and who would against be who? I think it would be like, I don't know, West versus East kind of thing again. I mean, it would be financial crises and then like disputed land and stuff like that and resources that will come in use in the future maybe. I don't know. What is your favorite place to visit in Sweden except Stockholm? I like to go north. That's nice. Go skiing sometimes. Another question here. The last one here by Samuel Fry will take. What do you think should be the 8th wonder of the world? Definitely the DreamHack halls or the DreamHack hangars in central Sweden. George Boskin, would you ever consider doing a Victoria 2 Let's Play? Yeah, I think it would be fun to watch. Well, maybe. Yeah, as I said, if I get the time, I think I'll do it. Kai Are Nilsson. Do you like In Flames? If you do, how much? I actually don't really listen to In Flames, but it's once again one of those bands I've heard before, obviously, but it's nothing that I really listen to. All right, so I think we have wrapped out about every single questions. We got about 32 minutes worth of video here. So, having that said, I think I'll see you guys the next time. Bye.